Holy shit, even with the light on, it's dark. What's going on, guys? This is Big Russ for Redneck Reviews and Project Concept. And for the last, 4 days, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and today is Tuesday, I've been working on something, and it's no longer there. That's the remnants of it. Uh, let's see. Oh, tire mark where the oil pan was, and another tire mark. Oh shit, trees. Oh, yeah. I actually, I've been working on the Dakota. I know I said I was going to work on the S10, which you can kind of see the light reflecting off of. And I know this video is shit, but I've been working on the Dakota, and I'm proud to say I got it aired up, battery charged up enough to move it. Ugh, excuse me, beer burp. And yeah, so now we're walking to the other end of my driveway in the dark because that's one of like two street lights on my street. But check this out. Can you see it? No, you can't because it's black. That is full lift in the rear. Okay, somebody's gonna say, "Oh, your bag's mounted crooked," or "You have no clue." There's only one bolt in that bag because I was just trying to get the truck moved. There's two bolts in the bottom that are supposed to be there. One's in there, the other's not. This bag actually only has one, and it's in the center. That one has two, just like on the top here and over there. You can see how it stabilizes. But it took me 3 days to find that fitting, and it would have only been two if the truck shop was open. Tire's a little low, but other than that, I think it's leaked a little. I think it did leak down a little, but yeah, as you can see, she's been not even stickered up. I just wrote on it with a window or paint pen. But yeah, this is what my project has been outside of work the past few days. Yeah, I left the keys inside. Hey, can't even see inside. But for those of you that don't know about air ride suspension, the Ram now comes with it as an option, fully adjustable front and rear. The Jeep Grand Cherokee offers it as well. I'm not sure any other uh, normal vehicles that offer it, but this is basically how it works. You have an air compressor that supplies a tank. Now, on a factory vehicle, the tank is a lot smaller, and the compressor is about that size. And you fill the tank, and then you have valves. As you can see, there's two valves over there. That's for the passenger front. These two, you can see, go to the rear. This is actually not the right way to do the rear setup. The right way to do it would be have four valves, one for or two for each side, and then these two right here go to the driver's side front. But basically, this valve, it's the same on all of them. This is actually a tank dump valve. It was hooked up to train horns, but basically, right here stays open on this one. And this one stays shut. Well, yeah, these are straight through fittings. This valve actually opens to allow air through the line, and this valve opens to remove air from the line. So air comes from the compressor into the tank. As you can see, this line right here actually goes into the cab for air pressure. Air is stopped right here by this valve. This valve opens, and it's a one-way valve where if it's shut, well, two-way valve. If it's shut, the air will not go back through because of the tank pressure. But if this valve opens, it relieves all the pressure in the bags. So it comes down here to this T-fitting and goes to both sides. As you can see, bags act like a spring. They're actually called air springs for that reason. Air fills the bag, raises the truck. Air leaves the bag, it drops the truck. And that's how your basic air ride setup works. As you can see, with an air ride system, you have two options if you want to retain a bed. You can cut the entire bed floor out, wheel wells included, see, and raise it up to clear your C notch, or you can cut out the notch area and cut out your wheel wells. Why is it called a C notch? Well, if you can see where it comes up off the frame on either side, it forms a C. Well, it doesn't look like a C. Well, imagine you're in kindergarten learning how to write the alphabet. Your C's don't look really like C's. They look, a little janky. So that's how this all, But you have to do a notch to have clearance for your axle. Okay? As you can see, the notch comes up, and it's actually about a 5-inch channel. Like this thickness from here to here is about 3 or 4 inches, and it allows for when the truck lowers to clear the axle here. It's nothing insane. Actually, your factory frame is designed with some clearance around the axle area for articulation for that reason. Well, when you drop them, you gotta make more clearance. So that's how that is. Up front, and no, I didn't do this. The previous owner did. I know, bacon panels. This is what happens when you take a baseball bat to your fenders instead of rolling and pulling them properly. Okay. As you can see, sorry about that. As you can see, the inner splash guard that protects, junk from getting splashed in has been removed on this truck to allow upper A-arm movement up more so than stock. Because when you air down, of course, the A-arm will come up as well as the lower A-arm, because your spring or your airbag compresses. So there's movement there. But as you can see, there's not a whole lot of modifications done to the front to achieve this. You just have to weld a box in, or box in your lower control arm, or get tubular ones to accept the bag, and then of course your spring pocket has to be done as well. Now, this truck has no shocks on it because the shock actually mounts actually right where this airline is coming in. If you can see it. Right here. The shock mounts through it. So, there's no shocks on it. How do you get around that? You can either relocate the shock to the backside of the A-arms, which isn't difficult. It just requires a little drilling and welding and, you know, it's not overly difficult. But to get your truck to lay out, you need a switch box. Now, that's how you control those electric valves. There's two types of valves, manual and electric. Manual is just a off, on type of a valve, while these rely on air pressure. So, I guess the front was aired out all the way. Or, I don't know. But as you can see, I don't have the clearance now in the back like I had previously. As you can see, the frame is a lot closer to the ground than it should be. And the bags have deflated. And just like that, I've got suspension travel. Now, the front being aired down, I don't know why it was lifted earlier. I guess there's a leak on the valve. But, yeah, mini truck problems. But that kind of explains how air ride works. I know this is a weird video. It's very dark. And I will try to do this again tomorrow.